To build a sustainable aesthetics practice, you need to be omnipresent. It is a non-negotiable, it is essential, it is highly essential at this point that you be omnipresent. And for those of you who do not know what that means, it just means that you are everywhere. Your presence is everywhere because there are different buyer types. People use different types of platforms for different reasons. And social media can be very hit or miss. We don't actually offer TikTok as a service to our clients. I believe that TikTok is just a different kind of hustle. It's a different kind of grind. It's just not a platform that I use for our accounts. However, I do use TikTok for Cheri Cobb Creative. I have multiple accounts over there. I've been on TikTok for a very long time, and I even have a TikTok account for my Morky. Okay, so I love TikTok more for a hobby and more for brand awareness, but not for conversions. Just when I sit back and I look at the data, that's what we come to realize, that it's perfect for brand awareness, the top of the funnel content that gets people to know you, like you, and trust you, all the fun things. But when it comes to conversions, and especially for higher price services, TikTok wasn't one of our top performing platforms. I'm just going to be honest. But again, I don't really want to make this all about the TikTok ban. I just want to make this more about why you shouldn't have all of your eggs in one basket and how you need to be omnipresent on multiple platforms. So with all that being said, yes, I am very sad that TikTok is leaving, allegedly. I'm still in somewhat denial, y'all. I'm like literally posting over there like the damn platform ain't going nowhere. Yeah, it's not a big lead generator for Cheri Cobb Creative. So I can't believe that they're shutting down the platform. TikTok is a very impactful and influential social media platform. I mean, you get on TV, you cut the TV on and you see TikTok innuendos and TikTok culture embedded into TV commercials, into the movies that we watch. The background dancers for Super Bowl Sunday, I mean, they are literally doing TikTok dances. So I'm still very much in denial about the platform going away. I have a lot of fun over there. I still have a lot of fun over there. It's just different from Instagram. Y'all already know how I feel about Instagram. I feel like that's no secret to anybody. But again, I just want to make sure you guys understand the importance of not having all of your eggs in one basket, not just being on one social media platform, because I know a lot of aesthetic service providers, you guys heavily use Instagram, and some of you may have a booking page. And if that is your formula for marketing success, then I hate to tell you, but you are leaving a lot of money on the table. First off, do you know how many times Instagram and Facebook crashed in 2024? Actually, you don't have to know because I already did the homework for you. So in 2024 alone, Instagram and Facebook, like you couldn't even get on the platforms. They were down 3 times. March 5th, 2024 for 2 hours. Think about how much lost income that is. Within 2 hours, you can't access the platform for those of you who only use Instagram. October 14th, 2024, Instagram and Facebook servers experienced failures. I remember that one, okay, because I was close to a Halloween campaign we were running for a dentist out in Scottsdale. And December 11th, which was more recent, and whatever outage, this one affected Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and a whole lot of more servers. So that basically just goes to tell you right there that as business owners, we don't need to solely rely on these platforms because they could shut down. We don't have access to them. They could black out. They could be under, political scrutiny and all this foolishness that's going on right now, with TikTok. But it just goes to show you that we do not own these platforms. but I will tell you what we do own, and I will tell you what you should be focused on more in 2025, and it's 100% based on data, statistics, and facts. Okay, I am a analytical nerd. I love data. I love to know how things work, why they work, what's making them work, and all the things. And when we sit and we analyze our data, what's really moving the needle, y'all, it's not Instagram, and it's definitely not TikTok. Okay, remember, like I said, those are top of funnel marketing platforms. In my opinion, I feel like Instagram is not really top of funnel, it's more for nurturing. A lot of the times, it really just depends. I don't want to speak out of pocket on that, but it really just depends on how you strategically use the platform. Are you using keywords? Are you using hashtags right? Are you using location tags right, and all that type of stuff? So something that I would definitely recommend you guys do is focus more on email marketing. I've made lots of YouTube videos about email marketing and how that can really help you 10x your revenue and get more patients in the door that target certain clients who have certain interests in certain services. So email marketing, like I said, I don't really want to talk about that because I've made lots of YouTube videos on how and why you should be implementing email marketing in your content marketing strategy. Our clients who do utilize email marketing, they see way more return on their investment, way more conversions with a solid email marketing strategy. There are two platforms that, as service professionals marketing their services on the internet, that you guys need to pay attention to. Okay, one is YouTube. Why? Because YouTube is a search engine platform. It is owned by Google, and it is the second largest search engine in the world, which means that when people are getting on YouTube, they are getting on YouTube with the intent to do something, whether that be the intent to learn something, the intent to buy something, or the intent to just shop, who knows. But that is different from most entertainment platforms like Instagram and Instagram and Facebook, because usually when people get, and statistics show, when people get on Instagram, they are just there for entertainment. Maybe they had a long day at work, maybe they had a stressful day at work, maybe they just wanted to sneak out of the house for a second and scroll on social media, or maybe they're on their lunch break between clients and they're getting on social media, right? But their intent usually is not to purchase something or to buy something, so they're just there mindlessly scrolling, which nothing is wrong with that. But if you want more intent-based traffic, you want to be on platforms where your content can rank in most popular search engines. That is YouTube and that is Pinterest. So they are both heavy on SEO traffic, search engine optimization, meaning, okay, now here's the thing. A lot of people don't necessarily go to, in this industry, okay, in the medical and dental aesthetics industry, a lot of people don't necessarily go to Pinterest to look for services that you offer, but they go on Google, and Pinterest and YouTube both are indexed by Google. So here's what that means. If you are on Pinterest and you are on YouTube and you're creating content and you're strategically optimizing it with keywords that your clients are looking up, for example, Botox and fillers near me, teeth whitening services near me, best med spa for skin rejuvenation, non-surgical body contouring services, which that keyword actually is trending right now. Non-surgical body contouring services. A lot of people are looking for body contouring right now. This is just a side note, because we were actually targeting this keyword, and we actually saw a lot of appointment requests coming in for body contouring services. So that's just food for thought. Okay, do what you will with that information, but these are keywords that your clients are on the internet searching for. Okay, affordable aesthetic dentist for veneers. So all of these are keywords that your clients are on the internet searching for. And some people will go, and again, buyer behavior, user behavior, it's all different. You want to be able to serve them all at different stages of their buying decisions, right? So the thing about it, what you have to understand is that when they're getting on YouTube and they're getting on Pinterest, they're going in there and they are searching these keywords up. Maybe not so much on Pinterest, but definitely on YouTube. But because both of these platforms are indexed by Google, the typical person, let's just say 40 plus, 50 plus, okay, the women that you guys serve, or the age group that you guys serve out there, 40 plus, 50 plus, they are definitely getting on Google, okay? They're not in this Chat GPT era. Me, I'm getting on Chat GPT. Actually, let me tell y'all a little story. It's so funny. So, what was I looking up earlier? There is a new restaurant in McDonough, like in McDonough, Georgia, close to Atlanta. And I was trying to figure out what the name of this restaurant was. I could not figure it out. So I went to Google and I typed in new fast food restaurant in McDonough, Georgia. And y'all, they gave me, like, it was just too much. There was no way I was finna sit there and sort through all of that. I was like, no, absolutely not. For my ADHD brain, it was just not gonna work for me. So what I ended up doing was going to Chat GPT, and I literally copied and pasted that same prompt. Let me know the latest fast food restaurant that just opened up in McDonough, Georgia, and boom, it gave me a list of 3 bullet point style. If you know, you know. The information was laid out. So I say all that to say, like, my age group, okay, I'm not telling y'all my age. Some of y'all probably already know it, but I'm going to Chat GPT for everything. But women a little older, statistically, they are still going to Google. And again, because Pinterest and YouTube are indexed by Google, and what that means is that when people go to Google and they type for affordable aesthetic dentist for veneers, if you are optimizing your content on Pinterest and YouTube properly, then there is a great chance that your content is going to show up in the search engine. Okay, you don't really get that a lot on Instagram. Instagram is indexed by Google because a lot of the times, yes, we will do like when I'm doing market research, for example, and I'm, maybe let's say, for example, if one of our accounts just purchased a new laser device and it's something that another one of our accounts don't already have, so I got to familiarize myself with the device, what it, its downtime, what it does, what it treats, all that stuff, right? And I get on the internet and I do market research. A lot of the times I'm using Google, and I will notice that a lot of content will appear from Instagram, but not as much as it does YouTube and Google. So I mean YouTube and Pinterest, I'm sorry, because they both are indexed by Google. So I just think that's very important to kind of understand. I'm not saying that you shouldn't use Instagram. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't like Instagram. The only reason that I am here on Instagram creating content is because Instagram is so essential for medical and dental aesthetic professionals, because it's a visually appealing platform. Visually appealing, aesthetics, it all makes sense. So obviously I have to stay on the platform, and I have to make sure I keep up with the changes and the updates. Speaking of the updates, did y'all see the latest update? I am so upset because all of our accounts, like the wall just looks so different. I'm not a fan. And this is why I don't like Instagram. And I'm literally on Instagram saying I don't like Instagram. How delusional is that? But I don't like Instagram because they do things that people don't ask for. Who asked for that? Like, why did y'all do that? Because, I mean, at the end of the day, now the Reels feed and the wall feed, I mean, it looks literally identical minus a couple of dimensions, okay? So anyways, I don't even want to get on the whole Instagram train. I think you guys have watched me enough to know that I'm just not a big Instagram fan, but it is essential. I have to be over here. It's a great platform for nurturing clients. So a lot of the times when people discover Cheri Cobb Creative and our marketing services on platforms like YouTube or Pinterest, they will come over here to Instagram. I see it happen all the time. Remember, I say I watch the data, I study the data. So they start on YouTube, They want a little bit more of what I have to offer. So then they'll come over here on Instagram. They may start watching my stories. They may start asking questions. They may go over to my TikTok account. So these platforms are great for nurturing. So therefore, if they come and they ask me some sort of question, I can be like, hey, they can see the types of, what I'm drinking on, what I do in the morning, my morning routine, all that type of stuff. Because guess what? By nature, people are nosy and they just want to see what the hell you got going on. And that's why I constantly tell our clients to create a day, like more day in the life videos. We had one of our accounts, she's not an esthetician. One of our accounts, her nurse, okay, her nurse injector. She's very skilled, very talented. She is a hidden gem, okay? I actually love working with her. She's great on camera. She loves to give her opinions and share her expertise in many different areas. But a lot of the times her content can come across as very salesy, very, promotional, yada, yada, yada. And those days are just gone. They're gone with the wind. You have to showcase more about who you are, what you do, your morals, your beliefs, your work ethics, why you do what you do, your techniques. So I convinced her to finally film a day in the life video. And she's like, oh, Cheri, I don't want to film a day in the life video because my day is boring. All I do is wake up in the morning and I get the kids ready for school and I do this and I do that. And I'm like, look, I know it sounds boring because it's literally the same thing that you do every day. But what you think is boring, someone else thinks is interesting. So let's say, for example, you have your same routine, the typical shit, nothing out of the usual. You get up in the morning, you get the kids ready for school, maybe you work out, maybe you don't, I'm not here to judge, and you go in the kitchen and you fix your favorite brand of coffee. Okay, your favorite brand of coffee, and everybody's in the comment section like, oh, I love that brand of coffee, that's my favorite brand too. Now you have one or two people that may be following you. They've been following you for a long time. They're very interested in your services and your treatments, but you haven't given them anything to make them feel connected to you, because a lot of times people are intimidated to talk about aesthetic services online. It's just a very vulnerable topic to some people. So you need to be able to give them something that they can feel connected to and they can relate to, and that is that damn coffee. So guess what? Okay, you make the video, you share your favorite brand of coffee. That follower that's been watching you for so long but scared to comment on all of your videos, she's like, oh, I'm gonna comment on this one because I need this nurse injector to know that I like that brand of coffee too. Now y'all are talking. If you know how the algorithm works, if she comments on your posts, she's gonna continue to see more of them, and then next thing you know it's not always, but usually the next thing you know it leads to a booking or a sale or something over time. That is just how it works. And then whenever she comes into your office, guess what the conversation is going to be about? It's going to be about coffee. That may be like the tip of the conversation. You guys may talk about lots of other things, but that is what's going to spark the conversation because you had that interest. Okay, so I know I kind of went left a little bit because we're not here to talk about content ideas. We're here just to make sure you guys don't have all of your eggs in one basket with this TikTok ban going around. But again, I just want you to, be omnipresent, be on every platform as you possibly can. Now, I'm not even on every platform. You know what, to be honest, no, I'm not. It's a lot of them, but let me save you the research, okay? Pinterest is a gold mine. It is literally the social media without the social. If you want to increase website traffic, let's say, for example, if any of you sell e-commerce, skincare, you do virtual consultations, anything like that, Pinterest is perfect for you. And even if you don't offer e-commerce services, you don't sell anything, and you're just like a local aesthetics clinic, it's still great for you too, because you remember, like I said, people may not go on Pinterest specifically to search for the services you offer, but they do go on Google. And if your content on Pinterest is optimized, and that just means, I know optimize is kind of like intimidating word, but really what it means is if your content is set up to be found in search engines. As long as that is done properly, your services, you know, your everything is going to show up in a Google search. Okay, and a lot of people, that's like the first thing that they go to. They go to Google, and then the second thing they do is they go to YouTube. And I want to make sure that you show up on both of those platforms. You know, again, social media, particularly Instagram, can be very hit or miss. So here's your takeaway. It is mainly because the intent of the person on Instagram and Facebook is different from the intent. It's different from the intent of the person that is on YouTube, hungry for information, that is on Pinterest, hungry for information, and they are there with the intent to look up something, which could be the services and treatments that you offer. So what we're gonna do, okay, if you only have Instagram, or maybe you only have TikTok, or maybe you just have a booking page, we're gonna switch things up, okay? The first thing I want to suggest you do is get on YouTube, you guys. And I'm not just saying repurpose your short videos. Like, I'm not saying repurpose all of your reels on YouTube Shorts. I'm not saying download all of your TikToks and put them on YouTube Shorts. You want to actually have a strategy for YouTube that's going to help prospects find you on the online space. Okay, so if you need help with that, 2025, if you're tired of the hit or miss results, if you're tired of just being misled and you don't really, know which direction to take or which route to take, what I would suggest you do is start off with a one-on-one strategic marketing consultation. It is linked in my bio. Sign up for marketing services. For our one-on-one consultation, it consists of 2 separate consultations. Okay, the first one, we will go over everything that you are doing or are not doing. We will give you action steps that you can implement to get immediate results. These calls are either with myself or someone from my team, or both of us if you're lucky. And then we'll just basically go over everything. And then we give you access to us in between time up into the next call, because in our experience, what we've learned is that you will have questions if you are really learning and you are implementing and you are putting the shit into action, because action takers are money makers. And remember, the gold is in the implementation, not the information. I can sit here and I can give y'all information galore, but if you are not putting it into motion, what are you doing? Okay, what are you doing? So take advantage of a one-on-one consultation. It's linked in my bio. You can visit our website, Cheri Cobb Creative, sign up for services. And if you have any more questions about this TikTok ban, we can talk about it. But I can't really honestly say that a lot of people in our community are worried about TikTok, because they already know that it's just a platform for awareness. They're more focused on building their email list, and they're more focused on getting started on YouTube. And I want to be able to help you do the same thing. So thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. And again, if you have any more questions, or if you want to sign up to work with us in 2025, the information will be linked in the bio. All right. Oh yeah, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. See y'all later. Bye.